let me give you some context and backstory here, okay? I really wasn't that obsessed with height to begin with. I really even didn't know what was going on with people. They were so like focused on me. I really don't want to sound cocky, but everywhere I go, a lot of people noticed me. Whether it be at a family gathering, whether it be at Deusi Boilo, it's like Halloween, but the concept's different. We've got to go at the neighbor's house for dancing and every other sorts of things like that. I stay a lot far from my friends. I used to stay with my friends, but now I am not. I am very far away from them, and I have to take vehicle to go to their house, and after that there's a community where we just play. Basically I grew up in the neighborhood, but the community itself is very large. When I went to the same stranger's house 2 consecutive years, and when I get absent the 3rd year, all the strangers like ask, where is that tall boy with you? There was a tall boy with you. Like, what? And when my friends said that they were missing me, I didn't know who were the people that were missing me. So that's kind of a good perspective, I guess, because getting like recognized and getting loved is very comforting, especially when you grew up in that community and the people end up loving you, right? But there's a bad spectrum too, because I get a lot of back pains. I get like when you develop a bit of belly, right? I have a bit of a belly because of all the coronavirus situation that happened 2 years ago. But when you get a belly, your pelvis becomes like tilted. When you have a lot of height, your pelvis becomes a bit tilted forward because of the weight of the stomach, and you suffer from something like anterior pelvis tilt, and I'm suffering through it too, but I hope to maintain it gradually as the day progresses on. And when I try to sit on the vehicles, like the commute is very important thing in everyone's life, and it is in my life too. And when I try to go from like point A to point B, I have to take bus, taxi, or any other sort of things. Like bus is kind of okay because it's a bit tall, and when you don't get seats you have to stand, and that's all right? But when it comes to like smaller vehicles, we have something like a green vehicle that has only 3 wheels, and you can imagine how much cramped it will be for me. It's very small. If I even sit, then I can't sit upright. I always have to bend a bit to be in that. So a lot of the things that we do in our day-to-day life ends up hampering our back. So that's the 2 major thing that I am suffering. But the 3rd thing that I might point out here is everybody asking about your height. Like, oh, what's your height? Like, what's that person's height? Like, can you go and ask him what is the height of? And everywhere you go, there's gonna be some gossip. And if you aren't the type of a person who likes people speaking on your back, then you might be a bit annoyed. But that's the thing that the curious people do. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are always talking bad about you. It also sometimes means like they are just curious about you and they just want to learn more about you. It used to annoy me quite a bit when I was a bit younger, but when I came to the senses and when I like knew what my height was and how much of a big deal it was to some people, I kind of got used to it, because there's gonna be so much instances in a day where you just walking in the streets and there's some random group of people gossiping about you, and you can hear them all loud and clear, but you just got to ignore them, like act like you didn't even hear a single thing until they walk up to you and ask what's your height, what's your weight. And that's a bit bad for me because I am a bit shy person. So that's it, guys. this was my honest experience of having a 6.5 height, and I really hope that you enjoyed my video. If you did, then there's gonna be more video like this coming up, and yeah, stay tuned. Click the bell, click the subscribe button, hit the like button too if you really want to, but if you really don't want to, then you can chill out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace out, guys. I really want to see you in my next video, so I hope you'll be tuning in on to the next one too. So peace.